being urged not to travel this Thanksgiving to protect themselves and others, but millions are still expected to go somewhere this week. Most expected to drive to meet up with friends and family. News Channel 6's Chloe Salsameda live for us at the Georgia Welcome Center tonight. Chloe, law enforcement in Georgia are concerned, well, not only about the virus, but about safety out there on the roads.
That's right. They're urging everyone to be extremely safe this year because there are more traffic-related deaths this year than last year. And we're already seeing people leaving town for Thanksgiving. People will be coming in and out of here at the Georgia Welcome Center all day. And they tell us they left early so they could avoid the big rush. And luckily, they haven't run into much traffic yet.
3 days before Thanksgiving and people already hitting the road.
Usually we have more traffic than we've had today.
Pretty clear for the most part. Drivers like Johanna Wing have big trips ahead of them. She and her grandson are driving from Columbia, South Carolina to Huntsville, Alabama. Luckily, they didn't run into much trouble during the first leg of their trip.
So far, it's like a little like construction, but not really like congested. So it's smooth, you know, I didn't have to stop, go.
Thanksgiving is one of the busiest times to travel each year, not only in the U.S., but right here in Georgia. The Georgia Department of Transportation expects there to be more than 2,900 crashes and at least 20 traffic fatalities in the state this week.
Obviously, one death is too many, but I think as of right now, we have 1,350 Georgians that have lost their lives on our roadways in 2020.
There have been more traffic-related deaths in the state this year than during the same time period in 2019. GDOT says people are driving too fast, driving under the influence, not paying attention, or are not wearing seatbelts.
And the reminder that every action that you take or don't take behind the wheel can really influence hundreds of people.
Richmond County is seeing this firsthand. 27 people have died on the road this year. The sheriff's office tells us it's not happening in one main area, it's happening all over.
They're all over the county. Places you wouldn't expect to see fatalities, we're seeing them.
And the sheriff's office is also urging people to give yourself enough time in your trip just in case you encounter some delays. And health officials also say you can also keep yourself safe by packing your mask and hand sanitizer and also your snacks and water so you don't have to take too many stops. In Augusta, Chloe Salsameda, Wjbf, News Channel 6.
It's the start of one of the busiest travel weeks of the year, and locally, the air travel numbers are steady. The Centers for Disease Control put out a notice asking people not to travel. However, a representative with Augusta Regional Airport says even with that, they're not seeing any cancellations. Overall, the number of travelers has been down about 50%, but Augusta is still higher than the national average.
We did lose several flights because of the pandemic, but we're starting to get those back, so we're almost back to what we have previously. Even last week, they brought back the Dallas flight for us, so we have 2 flights a day of those. So we were happy to see those back, and fingers crossed, we hopefully will get DC back.
If you are traveling, masks are required at the terminal.
Lawmakers working on another deadline to try to get a relief